What's up YouTube, Gushi here. In this video we're going to be going over 5 tips and tricks that you might not have known while playing through Ghost of Tsushima. And this applies to both players who just started the game, or for those of you who are already hours into the game. So to start it off, my first tip is an easy way to gain an advantage during standoffs. This is something I haven't mentioned in my standoff video, but I just found out recently. And this is right before the standoff starts, you can actually jump backwards, which doubles the distance between you and the enemy, making it easier to tell when the Mongol is actually attacking. A thing to note is that the frame data is exactly the same, but just the distance that you create is different. And to do this, right at the start at the final camera angle change, you want to hold back on your thumbstick and press that jump button. And I found that there are exceptions to when you can't do this. One of the requirements is that you have to be walking during that last final camera change. In this example, I'm just standing still and the Mongol actually has to come to me, and I'm spamming the jump button but I can't do it. So what you want to do is initiate the standoff as far away as possible. So on the final camera change, as you're walking, spam that jump button and it should happen. For my second tip, with the ghost armor being able to terrify nearby enemies, did you know that you could actually terrify dogs? It's really hard to tell, but there are 2 indicators that clearly tell that they're being terrified. The first one is that you do the same animation when killing humans that are terrified. Compared to when you regularly attack a dog, the animations are different. And the second way that you could tell is that the resolve gains are different. As I mentioned in all my Terrified builds, you always want to be finishing off terrified enemies because they give more resolve. And as you can see in this clip, finishing off this terrified dog gives the same amount of resolve as killing off this terrified brute. I haven't found a reliable way to tell if a dog is terrified, but just trying it out to see if it works is worth the resolve gains. On to my third tip. This is something I only found out halfway throughout the game, and it's something I really wish I knew earlier. And so when I was at the white armor dye merchant, I was super excited to get the Graceful Pathfinder armor dye for the traveler's attire. I've seen videos online of what it's supposed to look like, but for some reason mine looked completely different. And that's when I realized you can change the armor's appearance. As you upgrade each piece of armor, the visuals and the pattern design changes. Within the helmet option, the different visual upgrades are separated into 2 different items within your whole inventory list. So as you can see for the Sakai clan helmet, you have the base one, then you have the improved one, and the refined one. However, in the armor section, this isn't the case. Instead, on the bottom right, you have to click armor options, which will then take you to the different armor dyes that you can choose, and then pressing triangle will cycle through all your upgrade designs. And this is super useful because I found that a couple of the second tiered upgrades looked better than the third. So like the Samurai clan helmet, I like the second one better than the third one, which is crazy over the top. And also for the Kensei armor, where the fur just adds way too many layers. My fourth tip is that different Mongol enemy types drop specific ammo that you can pick up. And this is super useful if you're using your ghost weapons a lot. So most importantly, shield guys drop smoke bombs, which differs from shield leaders, which can drop incendiary oil. Sword guys drop kunai. Spear guys I found a little inconsistent, so in this example, he drops a black powder bomb. But in this example, drops incendiary oil. I haven't had brutes drop anything yet. And then these dagger enemies who throw the flash bombs also drop kunais. And as expected, archers drop arrows. And so finally, for my last tip, and this is more of like an early game hack, and this is that you can use your horse to tank fall damage. There is a limit on the height you could drop down from, but it will save you from a fall that would otherwise kill you. There's a skill that you can invest into called Safe Landing, which will let you avoid the fall damage. But if you're low on skill points, or you just want to spend it on more important techniques, you can definitely use this little hack until you have more skill points. with that, this wraps up my tips and tricks video. If you guys found any of this useful, please drop a like. If you have your own tips and tricks, let me know down in the comment section below. And if you want more tips and tricks like these, or are interested into different builds that you could use throughout the game, subscribe for everything you need to know about Ghost of Tsushima. Thanks for watching, and peace.